What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We are back with another new look rebuild. Today on tap we have the Indiana Pacers, who once again didn't change all that much, but there is some key additions for this team. Of course, the Pacers went out there and just absolutely handed Bruce Brown a bag. There was a bunch of teams interested in him, so it made sense to throw him a bag to land him. They drafted Jarris Walker, and of course they also traded for Obi Toppin. So let's just go ahead today and jump in and do this new look Indiana Pacers rebuild, shall we? Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. YouTube tells me that 60% of the people that watch these videos are not subs. So if you do want to change that and join the train, we're on the road to 40,000 subs and want to help me out with that, go ahead and hit that sub button. Other than that, though, let's talk about what the Pacers have done. Even though I kind of just recapped it at the very beginning. Of course, as I mentioned, the biggest thing is they handed Bruce Brown an absolute bag. $22 million is what this man is going to make this year, and then he has a team option next year. So Bruce Brown absolutely got paid. There was a bunch of teams interested in him, and a lot of people thought he'd probably go for like the full mid-level exception, and the Pacers said, nope, we're going to hand him $22 million. So that happens. And of course, the Pacers made a trade with the Wizards on draft night. They just literally just like traded two, or traded up one pick or traded down one pick. I can't remember, but it was like, moving up or moving down or up one spot, and they got Jarris Walker. And of course, they also traded for Obi Toppin, which I low-key like that addition. So if we take a look at the rotation for this Pacers team going into this year, this is what we're potentially looking at. It's Halliburton, Mathurin, Buddy Hield, Jarris Walker, and Miles Turner. I can already tell you right now that Halliburton, Mathurin, and Jarris Walker are the three guys we're 100% like building around in this video. We're going to keep these three as much as we can. We're going to keep them as long as we can. I mean, there's no reason why we should have to get rid of them anyway. So yeah, they're going to be here. And of course, they also extended Tyrese Halliburton. Forgot to mention that as well. But Buddy Hield and Miles Turner, the two guys that have been in trade rumors forever. We might move on from them. We shall see. But with the bench of Nembhard, Isaiah Jackson, McConnell, and Jalen Smith, and then disrespectfully, there's a lot of guys here that aren't getting minutes. Well, let me just go ahead and say that Bruce Brown is absolutely getting minutes here. There's no way he's not. They paid him $22 million. There's no way they paid him $22 million not to play. That is definitely not happening. He might even start. I don't know. So yeah, Bruce Brown definitely going to be a huge part of what this team does after giving him that much money. And then I low-key want to throw Obi Toppin, minutes over, I guess, TJ McConnell. Because, I mean, they traded for Obi Toppin as well, so I want him to play. And then you have, like, Jalen Smith, Jordan Warren, TJ McConnell not getting it, and Aaron Nesmith. So, let's go 10-minute rotation. That way we have a little bit of guys on our bench playing. And then we'll go, like, a 60, let's go 50 bench utilization. Something like that. So, we'll go with that. Bruce Brown, Nembhard, Isaiah Jackson, McConnell, and then Jalen Smith. But instead of Jalen Smith, I'm going to make it Obi Toppin. So, kind of unfortunately sucks, but maybe at the trade deadline we could free up minutes for some of these guys like Nesmith and Jordan Nwora or Jalen Smith. Either way, we'll find out. We'll find what we're gonna do at the deadline. I mean, if there's one guy I 100% want to move, it's Buddy Hield. I don't think I'm gonna re-sign him, and he's on the last of his contract. Miles Turner, on the other hand, I could see myself keeping him for a while. He's got like 2 years left, right, or something like that. So we'll figure it out. I'm gonna go ahead, probably stop at the deadline and at least trade Buddy Hield, but we'll figure out where this team is at. We'll see how we're doing once we get to the deadline. So we are stopped at the trade deadline as we're currently 23-33 on the season. One guy I also forgot to mention at the beginning of the video is Ben Sheppard. Unfortunately, he was not in the draft class, so that is why he's not here. If you're wondering about Ben Sheppard, unfortunately, he's just not in the draft class when I was building this roster. So what I want to do is, as I said, I want to go ahead and trade away Buddy Hield. I think it's time to move on from Buddy Hield. He's in the last of his deal. If we can get like a first round pick for him, I'd be totally fine with that. So the Clippers want to give me one of their first. I think the Clippers have 2 firsts to trade, and it's 2028 and 2030. But Morris would be an expiring contract when we walk away with the first round pick from the Clippers. That sounds good to me. Or Atlanta, for some reason, has cap space in order to take on Bruno Fernando. Is that even true? I don't think so. Or the Miami Heat want to give me Kyle Lowry and a first round pick. I mean, there's a lot of good options here. All I'm looking to do is literally get a first round pick for Buddy Hield at this point, and there's a lot of options here. So I think I'm gonna do this trade with the Clippers. We get their 2027 first. We get Marcus Morris, who's literally not gonna be a part of what we do here. But that's gonna open up minutes for some of the other guys that I felt bad about not getting minutes. So let's go ahead and fix that. So Halliburton, and then he'll start Bruce Brown for the rest of the year, which I'm totally cool with. Obi Toppin will start. I mean, I think I want to start Jarris Walker still. I think I'm gonna keep Jarris Walker out there. And then one thing I forgot to do at the very beginning of the video is I wanted to look at shot tendencies for this team as well. So Nesmith and Jalen Smith, the other guys, not getting minutes right now, which I guess is fine. But let's look at shot tendencies. So shot tendencies, Halliburton is at a 62. No wonder why we're so bad. So I'm gonna push that up just a little bit. And then we're gonna push Mathurin up as well. I want him to be pretty good. And then what is Jarris Walker's shot tendency? He is a 50. I'm gonna push that up quite a bit as well. So we'll do that, fix that real quick. I mean, there's a chance that we go ahead and still find a way to sneak into the play-in tournament. I mean, we're 10 games under 500 right now, the 11th seed in the East. We'll see what happens, but I will see you guys at the end of the season. Maybe we're a play-in team, maybe we're not. But we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish. We got a first for Buddy Hield, which was the main thing I wanted to do at the deadline. So at the end of year one, Trae Young wins MVP. Vic is your rookie of the year. Chris Paul, 6th man on the Warriors. Giannis defensive player. Darius Garland, most improved. And Quinn Snyder, 68 and 14, coach of the year for the Hawks. Not too surprising there. But let's go ahead and see what happened. So we did not make the play-in tournament, unfortunately. We went 33 and 49. So we were kind of in the thick of things, but we're just not quite there yet. I mean, we were literally tied with the Magic, but they probably had the tiebreaker on us. So at the end of the season, the player stats were Tyrese Haliburton with 21, Benedict Mathurin with 16, 12 from Miles Turner, you had 11 from Jarris Walker, 11 from Isaiah Jackson, 10 from Nembhard, 9 from Obi Toppin, 8 from Bruce Brown, and 5 from TJ McConnell. So let's go ahead and sum up the playoffs real quick, and let's see who goes on to win the championship. You got the Hawks and the Bulls. I'm assuming it'll be the Atlanta Hawks who win here. It's just kind of the way it is. And yeah, they beat the Lakers in 6. No surprise there. All right, let's get straight to the lottery because we're going to be here once again. So if you take a look at the lottery process, we are projected pick number 9. Okay, I mean, maybe we get lucky here. I highly doubt it. But we'll see what happens. And we end up with pick number 10. So we actually fell down one spot. And then we do not have another pick in this draft, I believe. So yeah, we have pick number 10 in this draft. That's about it. So, of course, we're probably just going to draft with this pick. There's no reason to try to trade it, I don't think. So I'll see you guys who I decide to draft with pick number 10, and then we'll go from there. So jumping into this NBA draft, as I said, we're picking at number 10. So let's go ahead and see what we can grab here. So we got Isaiah Collier, Alex Sarr, Keelan Ware, Zachary, if we wanted to go with him. A lot of decent options, not going to lie. What do we want to go with? So I'm kind of leaning towards either Zachary or Alex Sarr. I feel like we could use a big man for the future. Forwards, we definitely need a future small forward as well, because right now it's just Bruce Brown. So Zachary, I don't know how to say his last name, but that might be the pick here. 19 years old, 6'8", and we put him next to Jarris Walker. I think that's going to be the pick. We're going to go ahead and take Zachary Rasacher, I think is how you say his last name. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it. And then we'll go ahead and take Jaden Nunn here as well in the second round. So just like that, we got our brand new small forward of the future at pick number 10, which I think is great value. Alex Sarr was very tempting. We didn't need a point guard. We kind of had Haliburton already. Collier would have been great as well. But I'm going to sign Zachary and Jaden Nunn to their rookie contract. Bruce Brown is, it's definitely a contract that the Pacers could decline. But I don't know who else we're going to sign in free agency. So you know what? And plus we get to keep Bruce Brown on the team. I'm just going to go and accept it. Why not? Let's just bring him back. I wanted to be a part of this rebuild for as long as possible. I probably could have just declined it and re-signed him, whatever. But Nesmith and Obi Toppin, 2 guys I wouldn't mind bringing back. Nesmith didn't crack, or he did after I traded Buddy Hield. But a lot of our bench is in free agency. I don't plan on bringing a lot of them back, of course. But if you take a look at what our current roster is looking like. So Haliburton and Nembhard. Love that point guard rotation right there. Mathurin, of course, is our starting 2. We just drafted our starting 3, potentially in Zachary Rasacher, and we have Jarris Walker still at the 4, and then Miles Turner and Isaiah Jackson. I'm still kind of soured on what I want to do with Miles Turner. I wouldn't mind just keeping him, of course, but I feel like, there's a world where we could do better, which we kind of have money in free agency, so of course we could go after like Nick Claxton, or for some reason the Pistons always decline Jalen Duren. I don't know why, and they lose, so they offer the qualifying offer in James Wiseman, but they're like, no, Jalen Duren, no thanks. We don't want him. So I'm kind of tempted low-key to sign or to trade away Miles Turner and sign Jalen Duren, because Jalen Duren is just a beast in the simulation. Miles Turner, on the other hand, I mean, in real life, he's not that great of a rebounder. And one thing we know in 2K, rebounding is so important. So kind of tempted to go ahead and trade away Miles Turner here and just replace him with the younger center and Jalen Duren. I mean, it's Detroit's fault. They declined him. So you know what? I think that's going to be the next thing we do. We're going to trade away Miles Turner, and we're going to try to get something for him, even if it's just like a role player in return or a pick, whatever it may be. That's what we're going for here. So I have the trade I want to do. I'm not doing this one, but I just kind of want to point out how funny and ironic it would be if we traded Miles Turner to Sacramento to pair him again with Domantas Sabonis. That would be funny. But the trade we're doing is this one. Orlando's offered me a first-round pick and Mo Wagner. I could see a world where Orlando would have interest in Miles Turner. We, get off of him, and we get a good role player in return in Mo Wagner, who could play maybe backup power forward for us. Shot 35% from 3. He's 6'11", so that's probably where we'd put him at, or maybe we'll see what we do with him. But Miles Turner, first round pick, and Mo Wagner, it's a done deal. Or I could be fine with just taking on the first round pick, and maybe we could squeeze like Jalen Suggs out of them. Imagine that would be pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Let me see if I could. Miles Turner for a first and Jalen Suggs. Let's see what they say. They want Bruce Brown, and then Jaden Nunn, they're going to give me Mo Wagner. Do I trade away Bruce Brown, but I get Jalen Suggs out of the trade? I mean, Jalen Suggs isn't really going to be able to start on this team, so I don't know why I'd want Jalen Suggs, to be honest with you, after thinking about it a little bit more. I don't know if I want Mo Wagner back in return, because I just don't know what I would do with him. Xavier Booker is kind of interesting. Jet Howard, of course, would be interesting as well. I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna try to take 2 firsts from them. Let's say we take the top 5 protected Nuggets pick. So it's 2 firsts from Miles Turner, and they agree. We'll do that instead of taking Mo Wagner, because I just don't know if there would be a spot for him, because I'd rather give Bruce Brown, or not Bruce Brown, I'd rather give Obi Toppin these minutes. But one thing we're going for, as I said, is Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren has no reason to be here in free agency, but hey, he's here, and I'm gonna take advantage of it. So Jalen Duren, $20 million for 4 years, or he's going to make $20 million per year for 4 years. I think that's a great contract for us. So welcome, Jalen Duren. I don't want to renounce Obi Toppin, and it may make me. Actually, I could probably renounce literally everybody else, right? So does it? Yeah, there we go. Now we can get Obi Toppin back as well. So boom, Obi Toppin will resign after moratorium, and then we'll have our backup 4 for the future. He's not even asking for much money either, which is beautiful. So 4 years, and then he'll make $9 million, and we'll do a flat rate contract again. So just like that, we have Obi Toppin back. And then was there anyone else I want to bring back? So right now we have our backup point guard. We don't really have a backup 2. We have Zachary, Resacher, and then we have our backup 4 and then backup 5. So shooting guard, I mean, I wouldn't mind bringing back Aaron Nesmith, I guess. That would be like the other guy. Or I could go out there and sign Vassell. But I don't want to do anything like that, because I'd rather have the shooting guard be like a bench guy. So maybe it's like a Luke Kennard off the bench or something, or an RJ Hampton. I don't know. We could take a shot on RJ. We still have $17 million of cap space. I think we'll do that, and I think that's going to be our offseason. So feeling pretty good about how that offseason just went. We moved on from Miles Turner, grabbed Jalen Duren instead. Nesmith's back as qualifying offer. But Halliburton, Benedict Mathurin, Jalen Duren are all up in overall. So we have our kind of 5 guys we're building around, I think, with Zachary Satcher, Jalen Duren, Mathurin, Halliburton, and then Jarris Walker. So feeling pretty good. We can go into this next season with a clear direction. I would love nothing more than to see us at least be a play-in/playoff team this year. I would rather be just like a straight-up playoff team than be in the plan, of course, just because I feel like this team is good enough. We'll see what 2K thinks, and then we'll go from there. So let's take a look at this rotation, see where we're at. So 18th power ranking once again. I think that was literally the same as last year. But Halliburton, Mathurin, Zachary Satcher, Jarris Walker, Jalen Duren, Nimbart, Isaiah Jackson, Bruce Brown, Obi Toppin, Aaron Nesmith. So pretty good rotation in my mind. I'll run it. And the proficiency, we were 4-star last year. We're 3.5 this year after moving on from Miles Turner and Buddy Hield. So that's fine. But I feel good still about where we're at. So shout out to the C's. Want to take a look at that this year. So Halliburton and Mathurin absolutely want to just take over if you can. Jarris Walker, 77. Zachary Satcher, I want to be impactful as much as he can right away. So I'm going to push this shot tendency up to Jarris Walker's. And then I'm also going to try to have him mentor. I don't know if we have a single guy that can mentor him, though. Do we have any 30-year-olds? No, not really. I mean, Bruce Brown would be the closest thing, and only has 1 badge. So I don't know if there's any mentorships we could really do with Mr. Zachary Satcher, unfortunately. Maybe we could sign a free agent. Maybe there's a guy out there who's like a good mentor, maybe. If it's out there, that's what we go for. Jay Crowder. If we can get Jay Crowder on the team and he doesn't play a lick of minutes, and he wants to just be a mentor to Zachary Satcher, sign me up for that, and that will be the game plan. All right, so Zachary, I want you to try to develop as much as possible. Jay Crowder might not be the perfect mentor, but it should work. So we'll just go ahead and give him as much as we can, and we'll go from there. So let's go ahead and summate this season. Let's see how this season goes, and hopefully by the end of things, we are a playoff team in the East. At the end of year number 2, Garland wins MVP, DJ Wagner Rookie of the Year on the Miami Heat, Naz Reid 6th Man of the Year, Evan Mobley Defensive Player, Amin Thompson Most Improved, and Quinn Snyder 70-12 Coach of the Year, which is just absolutely absurd, man. The Atlanta Hawks, they're just so OP for no reason. We go over it every single video. Do I even need to say anything? So we end up, I should have looked at all rookie teams, that's my bad, but we end up as a play-in team, which is where I wanted to be, but I would have rather have, like I said, made the playoffs straight up. But 23-12 from Mr. Halliburton, 18 from Benedict Mathurin, 15-10, and 2 blocks from Jalen Duren. Don't regret that signing whatsoever. Jarris Walker with 13, and Zachary Satcher also had 13. Did he make an all-rookie team? I'm assuming he did, right? Yeah, he made an all-rookie first team W. So love to see that. He's up to 78 overall. I mean, there's a chance that I'm impatient with Zachary Satcher and we make a big trade this offseason. I have a guy in mind that I think would be perfect off of Tyrese Halliburton if we could potentially get him. But let's see if we get past the Toronto Raptors first and see if that works out for us. So they got Barnes, Clay, Lonzo, Bobo, Jakob Poeltl. Very interesting team in Toronto. And we are going to lose. So we have a second chance at this. And now we get the Orlando Magic, who we also gave them Miles Turner, who's coming off the bench for Wendell Carter. Interesting. All right. Do we get into the playoffs is the question. I would love nothing more to be in the playoffs right now. Here we go. And we are at home for this one. So hopefully we can take care of business and get into the playoffs and have some playoff experience. And we are just going to do that. 20-10 from Jarris Walker to lead us in. But fortunately for us, we run into the 70-12 Atlanta Hawks. How is this going to go for us? I literally cannot imagine it going very well, to be honest with you. So game 1, down 1-0. We lose by, what is it? 24, if I can do math correctly. Game 2, we even it up. Wow, 97-95. We actually won a game. 27-6 from Halliburton, 16 from Isaiah Jackson. Bro, if we find a way to upset the Atlanta Hawks after they won 70 games, that'd be wild. But I don't think it's going to happen. So, yeah, we're losing 5. All right. That sucks, but it is what it is. You got the Thunder and the Lakers and the Hawks once again. And the Hawks are going to win their second championship in a row. So the Orlando pick that we got from the Miles Turner trade is actually projected to be a lottery pick, which is really nice. And it's going to be the 14th overall pick via the Orlando Magic. And then I think that's all the picks we have. Or actually we have Denver's pick as well in this draft. So that should work out for us. And do we have our own pick? Yes, we do. So we have 3 first-round picks in this draft. The Blazers get number 1. Atlanta has a second overall pick. I just noticed. Wow, that's so unfortunate. Yeah, Atlanta's just gonna keep getting better. It looks like can I not even hire? Okay, I can hire assistant head coach. I'm about to say we're gonna need an assistant head coach here. Battle, I'll go ahead and grab him, and then we got to figure out what we're gonna do, because there was a guy in mind that I had that would be perfect off of Tyrese Halliburton. I just don't know if he'd be available. The guy that I'm talking about is someone who just loves to shoot threes, and that would be Michael Porter on the Denver Nuggets. I don't trade for him very often, but the Nuggets always try to like get rid of him. It feels like he's an 86 overall. He's an expiring contract. I wonder if they would just be fine with just moving off of him. I feel bad for giving up on Zachary Satcher, but we could keep him still potentially. I think we might just have cap space to absorb Michael Porter, if I'm not mistaken. He's making $30 million, and his option next year is non-guaranteed. So the goal for me is to get Michael Porter. I don't know if this is going to be possible. If I threw like Zachary Satcher at them, they might accept this. But if I did it without, let's say I threw like 14 and 20 or 14 and 18 at them for Michael Porter. We literally just absorb Michael Porter into this team. I think that'd be amazing. They don't agree to it right away, which that's fair. I don't think I have anything else to trade. I don't know if I want to give up on Zachary Satcher. He averaged 13 points, 36% from 3. He actually played pretty well. I just feel like Michael Porter would give us that edge to be a guaranteed playoff team next year. 17 points on 43% shooting. He would be like the perfect, just, go out there, catch threes and shoot guy. He does that in Denver pretty well. So I might explore this after the draft. I would be fine with trading all 3 of my first for him, to be honest with you. They don't agree to it right away, but I'm going to go ahead and talk to them after the draft. And, well, actually, no. I'm going to try to get it done now. I do not want to take 3 rookies in. Actually, we can. This is what we'll do. We'll draft the rookies, and we'll just trade them to Denver. So Nikola, you can have Nikola and Nikola Jokic in Denver, and it'll be beautiful for y'all. And then we'll go Edgecombe as well, and then we'll grab whatever at 20, and then we should be fine to make that trade. So Stojakovic, so just like that should work out for Denver. I think those 3 guys would be perfect for them. So we'll go ahead and sign them real quick. We got Jones and Ingram as well. Sign RJ Jones. And then now we can throw these 3 guys at Denver for Michael Porter Jr., and I think he'd be amazing here. So that's what we're going for. Michael Porter Jr. I'm not giving up on that plan. So we don't have to trade Zachary. Instead, we could throw them Nikola, who we just drafted. We can throw them also VJ, and also we'll throw them Mr. Stojakovic. So all 3 of these guys for Porter. They don't agree to it right away, which kind of sucks. I'll also throw them RJ Jones, and they do agree. We got our guy. So Michael Porter Jr., we traded all of our picks to get Michael Porter Jr., which kind of, it is what it is. I'm still happy about it. Bruce Brown, I don't think I'll be resigning, even though I wanted to keep him for as long as possible. But, he's a free agent this offseason. We've made our decision with Michael Porter. So I'm going to accept Jaden Nunn, but I'm going to accept all 4 of these, of course. And then Isaiah Jackson, somebody I definitely have interest in bringing back as our backup 5. And then other than that, free agency, Isaiah Jackson, Neesmith. I don't think I'll be bringing back Neesmith this year. So we kind of have our rotation as it is right now. We just need Isaiah Jackson back. And then I wouldn't mind getting the backup 2 as well. Derek White. Be kind of like a perfect guy as a spot guy. So we'll go Derek White, bring him in as a veteran presence. So I have to renounce Isaiah Jackson. I might have to renounce Isaiah Jackson to bring in I don't know if I will. Okay, we're not doing that then. I do not want to renounce Isaiah Jackson, so we're not going to do that. I'm going to try not to renounce Bruce Brown either just yet. I don't know if it's going to let me bring him back, but I'm going to go Isaiah Jackson. Let's make sure we get him back. I don't think I'm bringing Bruce Brown back anyway. I could probably still re-sign him if I wanted to, but I mean, we could and bring him at the 2. Yeah, let's do it. Bruce Brown, bring him back. bring him at the 2 spot, backup 2 spot, and that should work out for us. So he'll go to the 2. He might go down in overall, but at least he'll still be on the team. So yeah, he's down to a 1 overall, but that's okay. So Halliburton, Nimbard, Mathurin, Bruce Brown, Michael Porter, Zachary Satcher, Jarris Walker, Obi Toppin, Jalen Duren, Isaiah Jackson. Hopefully player progression is absolutely treats us super well here. So Porter's up to an 86, Mathurin's up to an 85, 82. Yeah, the reason why I traded for Michael Porter is Zachary Satcher didn't really move up in overall too much, which kind of sucks. It is what it is, though. And we'll have a full rotation next year. So we were able to get into the playoffs last year. But now I think with Porter coming in, I could see us as a sneaky contender. We may not be a team that looks like it, but you know, we could be like the Phoenix Suns where they had Chris Paul and Devin Booker and no one expected them to make it to the finals, and they did. So maybe we could do something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I have a good feeling about this team. So power ranking landed us at 15 instead of 18. So I guess we go up 3 spots. But diamond rotation with Halliburton, Mathurin, Porter, Jarris Walker, Jalen Duren. I mean, to me, that starting 5 is pretty damn good with Nimbard, Isaiah Jackson, Zachary Satcher, and Obi Toppin. I like it personally. I'll also throw Bruce Brown 10 minutes as well, or give him some minutes as well. We're going to wait to see. Oh, John Wall's on the team. And then proficiency. Did it go up? It does. So 4-star perimeter-centric team. I'm hoping that this is the year where we're like a sneaky contender in the East. We shall see. Let's simulate this season. And let's just see what 2K thinks about us. At the end of year 3, would love to see this be Tyrese Halliburton, but instead it's Darius Garland, 36 and 13 from Garland. You had Dylan Harper, Rookie of the Year, Dame wins 6th man, Giannis Vince Player, Keontae George, Most Improved in Utah, and Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. Albeit first team. Do we get like a Tyrese Halliburton appearance here? We do not. I would love to see him here eventually. I don't know if he's made it once. I haven't really been paying attention like that, but didn't really have any rookies. Of course, we traded like 3 rookies to Denver, and they had 2 guys make it for them, which is cool to see. But we are the 3rd seed in the East. So I think the starting 5 we threw together just like fit together perfectly. It looks like it gelled very well. You had 22.5 and 13 assists from Tyrese Halliburton. 19 for Benedict Mathurin. 14.5 from Michael Porter, 14 from Jalen Duren with 10 rebounds and 12 from Nimbard, 12 from Jarris Walker, and then 11 from Isaiah Jackson, 10 from Zachary Satcher, 6, and then 4. One thing I will do to go in these playoffs is I'm going to crank it down to a 9-man rotation. Let's play our 9 best players. I feel like our starting 5 is built for the playoffs. Let's just see how it goes, man. We get the Knicks in round 1. I would love nothing more to get out round 1. Somehow the Knicks ended up with Josh Giddey and Trey Murphy. They also have Killian Hayes, but they no longer have Jalen Brunson or Randall. I feel like we should beat them. We'll see what happens, though. Somebody come around against the Knicks. They win game 1, but we end up beating them in 6. Let's go. Okay. Now we get the Magic. So Orlando, we were able to beat this team last year. They got Jason Tatum on their team. Like, how on earth? What is going on, man? So first, what? The Knicks had freaking Josh Giddey, and now the Magic have Tatum. Very interesting. We'll just see how this goes, I guess. I mean, if I could have signed Jason Tatum in the offseason, I should have explored that. We're down in game. Yeah, that's not looking good. Are we going to... Oh, wait. Do we even it up? Come on. Yes, we do. Can we win 3 straight? No, we can't. Okay, game 6. We're going to have to win this one to force a game 7, of course. Man, Jason Tatum in Orlando. That just seems so unfair. But here we go. Game 6 in Indiana. Let's see if we can take care of business here and move on to a game 7. And it's not looking good unless we come back to the very end. And we are not going to come back to the end. So we lose to Orlando Magic in round 2. Hey, we got to round 2. So maybe it's baby steps each and every year. We're going to run it back another year. We're not going to give up on that note. Orlando loses to Atlanta. Is Atlanta about to win their third? Atlanta wins their 3rd championship in a row. It's a dynasty in Atlanta, I guess. Whatever. I mean, it's because they freaking were able to draft what? Who'd they get? Yeah, Trey Johnson. Yeah, this team probably is going to be beatable next year. Let's just be honest with ourselves. But you never really know. Let's just keep it going. I think I'm going to keep the team like literally the same. Stephen Curry retires. That sucks to see. But yeah, I'm going to keep the team the same. We're going to run it back. We're just going to run it back. I feel good about the team we have. Player progression. Wait, we might have a pick this offseason. Do we? In the lottery? No, we do not. Okay. I'll see you guys at the end of next season. So here we are in, I think, year number 4. And if you look at that, we got the 1st seed in the East. Unfortunately for us, Atlanta's on our side of the bracket. So even if we get to round 2, we're most likely drawing the Atlanta Hawks. And they got Jimmy freaking Butler, bro. Are we serious, man? I mean, we're not there yet. Let's just focus on it when we get there. But take a look at the player stats. 22 from Halliburton, 19 from Mathurin, 16 from Jarris Walker, 16, 15, 11, 11. The team is literally the same. I guess we also got CJ McCollum on the team, which is cool, but obviously he's not really playing heavy minutes for us. But now I'm in rotation. The rotation's like literally the same, other than they have Bruce Brown playing over Obi Toppin, I guess. But here we go. In round 1, we draw the Toronto Raptors. They got Lonzo, Clay, Brandon Ingram, Bol, Jakob Poeltl. There's so much player movement in this rebuild today. It's not even funny. Like, Ingram's on the Raptors now, and Clay and Lonzo, like, somebody come around against the Raptors, and we are going to literally beat them in 5W. Okay, here it is. The Hawks, who have won a championship 3 times in this video already. So I don't feel particularly great about this one. Their team is just so OP. I mean, look at their bench, bro. Like, there's a chance we get swept here. Like, seriously. Game 1, we beat them by 21. 43-10 from Trae Young. 25-7 from... Or, wait, sorry. That was Halliburton, not Trae Young. Halliburton, 43-10. W. Okay. Hey, if we're going to get that from Halliburton each game, we should be golden. They even it up, of course, though. Game 3 is a big one, and we're down 2-1. We can't go down 3-1 to Atlanta, or we're literally just like absolutely doomed. Like, there's no way. They want to start Zachary Satcher in game 4. I mean, I guess if that's gonna be the formula to beat the Hawks in game 4, but it's not looking particularly great for us unless we come back at the very end, which we do. Can we please win? Ooh, close game. We do win it though. We even it up. W. Okay. All right, now they want to start Porter back. I'm just going to listen to what 2K is suggesting. Let's just listen to their suggestions. It just worked out for us. So game 5, we got to win this one in Indiana. Take care of business at home. Come on. We can take down Atlanta, ruin their dynasty, take them down for once and for all, and we are going to win game 5. Okay. All we got to do is win game 6 and we're in the East Conference Finals, and we don't have to deal with Atlanta. Come on, baby. Come on. Dig deep here. Game 6 in Atlanta. Close game. We have the lead right now. We have the lead right now. Do not let up. Do not let up. Do not let up. 117-107. We took down the Hawks. Let's freaking go, man. Get out of here, Trae Young. I'm so sick of the Hawks. We feel so good to finally freaking beat them. Okay. And now we get the Cavs or the Celtics. The Cavs no longer have Donovan Mitchell. So give me the Cavs. Like, give me the... I mean, actually, I don't know. Franz Wagner, Porzingis, Tillman. I don't know who I'd rather want, to be honest with you. Let's just see what happens. Game... Okay. We get the 7 seed to Celtics. So we're the 1st seed. They're the 7th seed. 2K. Remember that. They're the 1st. We're the 1st seed. They're the 7th seed. So we should take care of business here, right? We're down 2-1. Of course we are. Why on earth would we not be up 3-1 right now? Like, or the other side of things. It's all right. We were down 2-1 against Atlanta. We can do it against Boston. I was able to take down the Hawks. I didn't know the Celtics without Tatum would be a problem too. Jaylen Brown is kind of OP as well in the game, I guess. Oh, bro. We have to lead by 8 right now. We literally just let it up at the very end like that. Are we serious, man? Come on. We gotta come back to 3-1 now. 2K is literally just doing me dirty right now. Please do not lose this one. And we are going to win this one. Okay. Win one more, and we're in a game 7. That's all we got to do. Game 6 in Boston. We have a good lead in the first quarter. Well, it's not that great. We won the second quarter. Okay, we're not done. Never mind, it's a close game. There's a good chance they come back here. 103, 107, bro. Please score. I hate this freaking game. 107 to 112, and we're gonna lose to Boston. So we were able to take down the Hawks, and now we beat. Oh, wait a minute. 110 to 116. Score, please. Score, bro. Please do something. Score 3 or something. Get something on the board, bro. Wow. Oh, man. I thought, okay, we beat Atlanta. We're going to be able to do this. And no, we lose to Boston in the East Conference Finals. All right. Well, what do we got? We'll go one more year on this. Literally one more season, and that's it. Spurs go on to win, and we'll go one more on this. So final season here, and hey, I wanted Tyrese Halliburton to get MVP, and he finally did. 27 points, 13 assists. Here we go, man. First team in the East again. Atlanta is not on our side of the bracket. Neither is Boston, or at least not yet. They might be in the plan. So 26 from Halliburton, 22 from Mathurin, 14. I'm just looking to get back to the conference finals. So we get Charlotte in round 1. They have LaMelo, Buzelis, Brandon Miller, Randall, Naz Reid, Herb Jones, and DeAndre Hunter. Pretty good team, but hopefully we can just take care of them, and we are going to go to a 7-game series with them. Wow, that was close. Okay. Now we get Detroit. They got Koa Pete, Jaden Ivey, Kay Cunningham, Stewart, Precious Chua, Tari Eason, Trey Jones, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and click Sunlight Current around again and live with the results. Here we go. And we are going to beat them in 5. All right. And now it's the Cavaliers. Garland, Van Vliet, Wiggins is back in Cleveland. Never played a game for them, but of course he was drafted there and then traded like right away for Kevin Love. And we're in the finals. We're in the finals. That's all it took. Okay. Spurs and Pacers. Do we win a championship here? And look Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you end a video. Sorry, last year really upset me. I don't even know why. I was just like so hyped about beating Atlanta, and then I was like, okay, this is our year, and then we lose to Boston. I've showed too much emotion today. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna sign off here. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next video. As always, this is Crushables. I apologize if I was too much for you today. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.